Imagine an Iranian strike had bombed an Israeli school and killed 185, that's the latest death toll, mostly Israeli children. Can you imagine the response? It would dominate every front page and every news bulletin. The faces of the Israeli children who'd been killed would be all over the broadcast news and newspapers, including details humanising them, like pictures of them playing or being happy with their families. We would hear from their grieving parents. Western politicians would line up one by one to denounce the barbarism of the Iranian regime. But not here, because it's clear whose lives matter and how the crimes of the West and the crimes of its opponents are presented. Let's listen to this from Sky News about an Iranian attack on Israel.
And this is what Iran's rage looks like. The town of Beit Shemesh, just a short drive from Jerusalem, was hit by a missile. The explosion flattened a school, a synagogue, homes, and a bomb shelter where dozens had sought refuge. At least 9 are confirmed dead.
Listen to how emotive the language is. This is what Iran's rage looks like. Dozens had sought refuge. This is not the coverage you're getting about Israeli attacks on Iran. And can you imagine Sky News talking like this about Israel's slaughter in Gaza? Or take this Sky News headline about the Iranian attack on Beit Shemesh in Israel. The horror story at Beit Shemesh, where an Iranian missile evaded Israel's formidable defences. Can you imagine them putting horror story in a headline about one of the countless Israeli atrocities in Gaza? Or take these New York Times headlines. Strike on girls' school kills 115, Iranian state media says. Iran fires cheap drones into Arab countries, wreaking havoc. The first headline doesn't name the perpetrator and reduces it to Iranian state media says, which immediately sows doubt because, of course, it encourages the reader to think it's regime propaganda. But when it's Iran attacking, then the perpetrator is named, and there is an emotive description, wreaking havoc. And listen to this from the BBC's Clive Myrie.
What a dangerous moment this is for the whole of the Middle East, with the possibility of a much wider regional war ever present. More and more countries are being drawn into this conflict as Israel and America seek to transform Iran.
This is just astonishing. Outrageous spin. He doesn't say this is an illegal war, but instead says that Israel and US seek to transform Iran. It makes it sound like something positive and dismisses far more likely claims, such as that Israel would prefer Iran to collapse into chaos and fragment and be permanently weakened.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند